Yeah, we probably have another bull market, but the big question, of course, is when.
Bitcoin maximalist PlanB talks about his prediction for Bitcoin, as well as the price he sees coming to the halving by 2024. With the crash in the crypto market, his iconic stock-to-flow methodology, as well as the market cap peak for 2023, and many investors are waiting for signals in the market to take part in the next bull run. PlanB predicts the next halving will have a larger impact, as the last bull market was derailed by economic and international conflict. Let's check out this interview with PlanB as he discusses what we can expect in the crypto market for Bitcoin. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video.
On the other hand, the bear markets are part of the game. You know, in the bull markets, we're all partying, dreaming about the moon, buying Lambos, and the bear markets are good for building and talking about the fundamental stuff. And there's a lot of fundamental things going on. So, well, I guess we can't do without the bear markets and have to embrace them. On the downside, we overshoot up and down. So we're FOMOing in and we're sort of crashing down. So the tops and the bottoms are, in that respect, the tops and the bottoms are maybe not the most interesting thing. It's more the general levels that you might be able to predict, but the tops and the bottoms are we're always overshooting. If you Google overshooting with respect to investing, there's lots of scientific papers on that. And it's, we're always overshooting. You saw that with COVID too. The market dropped and then shot up back the next month. So yeah, but you're very right. We were all dreaming about 100K, 1 million, and we're putting tattoos about the moon and rockets. And so most people are talking about maybe $14,000 Bitcoin or 10,000. And I get that. I mean, if you look at the top 70,000 and you take minus 80% from that, you get to the 14,000. And yeah, and in the past, crashes would be 80% from the top, even 85. So if you take 85% from the 70, you get to the 10K. So I get that, but it's not I mean, those were one or two crashes. You can't make predictions like that. And yes, it could happen, but it might as well not happen. And I'm very much looking forward to what the future brings. And I hope we will not see too many FTXs or China mining bans, because those were, of course, the real causes that spoiled our party when we were all dreaming about 100K. I think we really would make that 100K if China would not have spoiled the party at the time with the mining ban. I agree that humanity will be driven by greed and fear, like last year and 1,000 years ago. that will stay. That is human, greed and fear. So we will have cycles, we will have crashes again, and FOMO, tops, and bull markets. But the number of people that does self-custody doubles because of this crash, it's all worth it. If we assume that the old model, the original 2019 model is correct, the 55,000 model, then the next halving could lead to prices somewhere, and I make a very wide range, some people don't like it, but somewhere between 100,000 and 1 million. So that's on average would be like, indeed, there's 300,000 times 3 or divided by 3 as a range. But yeah, 1, 2, 300,000. I would be really
I'd be surprised if we don't. Yeah, I was just going to say, so if you don't want to say it, I'll say that I'd be very surprised if that doesn't happen.
PlanB says because you can exchange Bitcoin with other currencies, you can make very hard arbitrages with enormous sums of money. Some traditional parties are doing that, and with the central bank, as long as they position themselves in a corner where they can't get out, they can't raise the interest rates, which will eliminate the stock market bond, market real estate, and the economy. So they're printing more and more while saying they're tapering, which is causing even more inflation than people can imagine.
So I have no doubt whatsoever that we go to that 100,000, 1 million range. And no matter how you look at it, the current price is a steal. If that's what you believe. So yeah, I'm very optimistic, but again, a model is a model. But you can come to those numbers the way you did, and just looking fundamentally. If adoption goes on, if more countries come in, if new buyers come in, don't forget that all the buyers above 60,000 already bought, already sold. They're gone. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at 80% from the top, but there is nobody who bought at the top left anymore. So it's a crazy number to look at, essentially. And there's a lot of coins being sold last couple of months. And that's all at the 20 or sub 20,000 level. So all the new buyers, all the ones that have the coins right now are looking at 20,000, maybe a little bit less price. And they're hoping, of course, for 100,000 or more. And they have the time. They'll wait a couple of years, no problem. I think we're on the road to quote unquote hyperinflation. You know, the money is printed. The COVID happened, but it could have been any other emergency. The global financial crisis happened in 2008. The reason why Bitcoin was made as well, right? It was made at the height of the global financial crisis. Satoshi saw it coming. He didn't see COVID coming, but he for sure knew there would be another emergency after the global financial crisis. It happened. It was COVID. And we printed trillions and trillions. The numbers don't even make sense anymore. It's just numbers. It's just zeros. So it happened. You cannot turn that back. So the ghost is out of the bottle, and we'll have to deal with that. So will we have hyperinflation? I don't know. We had asset inflation. We see now it trickling down to real inflation. Like you say, a lot of people saw that coming and predicted that. It's happening, and it will get worse. But I mean, it's also like greed and fear. It's something that happens for centuries, even thousands of years. Even the Romans had this debasement thing. Satoshi like to call it debasement instead of inflation. I think that's more accurate, because what does it mean, the hyperinflation? It just means that the money dies. It's not that everything is getting more expensive. No, it's just that the denominator, the currency, is getting worthless. That will be the ultimate sign for me if people just stop using the dollar. And we're seeing that actually, not in Europe, where I am, and not in the US, but we see it in the BRICS countries. So especially in Russia and the Middle East,
Russia,
China, Russia. But Brazil, I think Brazil embracing Bitcoin recently is a very important step.
PlanB said that he hopes that we don't have a bigger crash than the one we had after the all-time highs, but the models are showing a downward trend that we haven't yet seen. What do you think about PlanB's prediction for Bitcoin, as well as the stock and crypto markets leading into 2023? Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.